Saving money shouldn't feel this hard. But for millions of us, it does. You've probably heard it a million times. Just cut out the daily coffee, cancel your streaming subscriptions, and magically, you'll have a huge savings account. I'm here to tell you that's not the full story. For so many people, the reason saving money feels impossible has nothing to do with lattes or TV shows. It's the sheer, crushing cost of existing. Let's be honest. It's not your fault. We're living in an era where basic necessities have become luxury items. Let's break down the real budget killers. The things you absolutely cannot live without. First, housing. Whether you're renting or paying a mortgage, there's a good chance that a massive chunk of your paycheck, maybe 30, 40, or even 50%, disappears the moment you pay for your roof. Rents have skyrocketed in cities across the country, far outpacing wage growth. The dream of homeownership feels more distant than ever for a lot of people, with high interest rates and even higher home prices creating a barrier that seems insurmountable. After you've paid for a place to live, what's left? Well, you have to eat. And the cost of groceries has been on a wild ride. You walk into a supermarket and it feels like you're paying more for less every single week. A carton of eggs, a gallon of milk, fresh vegetables, the prices just keep climbing. Trying to eat healthy can feel like a financial penalty. It's a constant battle between what your body needs and what your wallet can handle. So, you've paid rent and bought food. Your paycheck is already looking pretty thin. But wait, there's more. How do you get to work? How do your kids get to school? Transportation. If you own a car, you're dealing with gas prices that can feel like a roller coaster, not to mention insurance, maintenance, and unexpected repairs. A simple flat tire can throw your entire month's budget into chaos. If you rely on public transportation, fares are also on the rise, and service might not always be reliable, adding another layer of stress to your daily commute. And then we have the big one. Healthcare. In the United States, this is a uniquely stressful and expensive part of life. Even with insurance, you have monthly premiums, deductibles you have to meet, and copays for every visit. A single, unexpected medical emergency, a broken arm, a sudden illness can lead to thousands of dollars in debt. It's a system that forces people to make impossible choices, like delaying necessary medical care because they can't afford it. The fear of a medical bill is a constant underlying anxiety for millions. So, let's recap. Before you've even thought about buying a coffee, paying for Netflix, or going out with friends, your income has been devoured by housing, food, transportation, and healthcare. For many, what's left is minimal, or sometimes nothing at all. This isn't a failure of personal discipline. It's a mathematical reality. The idea that skipping a $5 coffee will suddenly solve the problem of a $2,000 rent payment is, frankly, absurd. It's like trying to bail out a sinking ship with a teaspoon. The problem isn't the small leaks. It's the giant hole in the hull. This constant financial pressure has a profound psychological effect. When you're living paycheck to paycheck, your brain operates in survival mode. This is a concept known as scarcity mindset. When resources are scarce, our cognitive functions are impacted. We become so focused on immediate, short-term needs like how to pay the electric bill that's due tomorrow that we lose the mental bandwidth to plan for the long term. Saving for retirement? Investing. These concepts feel like a distant fantasy when you're worried about keeping the lights on. This stress can also lead to what some might call poor financial decisions, but are really just coping mechanisms. When you're under immense pressure all the time, a small treat, like ordering takeout or buying a new shirt, doesn't feel like a financial mistake. It feels like a moment of relief, a tiny bit of control and happiness in a life that feels overwhelmingly stressful. It's a way to feel normal. Shaming people for these small indulgences completely misses the point. It ignores the crushing weight of the financial system they are forced to navigate every single day. So what's the solution? Honestly, there's no easy answer, and it's not something that can be fixed with a simple budgeting app. The conversation needs to shift. We need to stop blaming individuals for systemic problems. We need to talk about affordable housing, fair wages, accessible healthcare, and a social safety net that actually catches people when they fall. The problem is bigger than any one person's spending habits. Before you start blaming yourself for not being able to save, I want you to take a moment and acknowledge the immense pressure you're under. You are navigating a very challenging economic landscape. It's okay to feel overwhelmed. It's okay to be frustrated. Your struggle is real, and it's shared by millions. The first step is to give yourself some grace. Understand that you are not a failure. You are a person doing their best in a system that often feels like it's designed to work against you. This isn't about giving up. It's about redirecting our energy. Instead of focusing on self-blame, let's focus on understanding the larger forces at play. Let's have more honest conversations about money without the shame and judgment. And let's advocate for the kind of changes that will make it possible for everyone, not just a select few, to build a stable and secure financial future. Just remember, this video is for educational purposes and is not financial advice. Your situation is unique, and it's always a good idea to seek out a qualified professional for personalized guidance. Thank you so much for watching. If this resonated with you, please leave a comment below and share your experience. Let's start a real conversation. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more content that tackles the real issues we are all facing. See you in the next one.